Hey everyone, this is John from Chaotic Commander, and we have a really fun looking game lined up for you guys tonight. So before we get into the decks and the players helming the decks, I'm going to go over tonight's rules. First rule is Chaotic Overgrowth. Once during your turn, you can pay 5 life, roll a d6 for X, go get half of X basic lands. They come in tapped with half of X stun counters on them. And the second rule is Mox Lantern. Every player has an emblem of a chromatic lantern. It can't be destroyed, can't be sacrificed, doesn't count as an artifact, but it does fix your mana and it taps for any color. Alright, and with that out of the way, let's get into the commanders. I'm going to be playing my Niv Mizzet Visionary deck. New build, haven't got a win with it yet.
Nope.
This deck either does nothing or it does a lot of cool stuff. But I do want to burn you guys and get a full grip and, sling some spells, but we'll see how that works out. But enough for me. Let's introduce our first guest. Why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself?
Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Corey. I know I've been on the channel many a time, and I keep getting invited back out of desperation. But tonight I'll be playing Valduk, Keeper of the Flame. So it's all about making 3/1 trampling elementals, making a lot of them, and just going wide and having fun. Because, the bigger the fire, the bigger the burns. And that's really what it's all about.
All right. Next up.
What's up, everybody? I'm Josh, or Rebel. Tonight I am playing... There you go. This is kind of a pet deck of mine that I've been tweaking for forever, but I think I finally got it dialed in. Alundo the Seer. He taps to draw a card, and then I exile a card from my hand, and then I put a number of time counters on it equal to its mana value. I'm going to try to tap and untap Alundo a whole bunch, and hopefully fairly quickly you should see the theme of the deck. Because once you see a particular thing, everybody knows exactly what it is.
Alright, exciting to find out what that is. And last but not least, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself and your deck.
I'm Zach, and today I'm playing Gimbal Gremlin Prodigy. I'm going to be try to make a crap ton of tokens and throw them at everyone. So.
Yeah, okay, cool. Alright. Well, we've already resolved mulligans and roll to see who goes first. And Josh got the high roll, so why don't you start us off?
Heck yeah, good luck, everybody.
Good luck, have fun.
Draw.
Yeah.
I'm going to play a forest. And we're going to tap this Mox Lantern for blue, green, for the reality chip.
Oh, fantastic. Start off strong.
Yeah. Alright, and that's going to be it for me.
I'll draw. A Tingle Bridge comes in tap. And I'll pass my turn.
Okay, I will draw. I will play a mountain. I'm going to pay the 5 life to get some basics out of my deck. Why not? Let's see how many. I got 1. That's unfortunate. That feels pretty bad. I will just get an island. Come in with 1 stun counter, and then I am going to go ahead and finish my turn before I shuffle. I'm going to tap 2 for a ruby medallion and pass. Okay, now I'm going to shuffle up.
Go ahead and draw for turn.
Feels real bad paying 5 life for 1 land.
one tap stunned land. Yeah.
It doesn't feel the best, but you know what? It's fine.
We're gonna play a Terramorphic Expanse. I'm gonna tap my Mox Lantern over here for a Rabbit Battery, which is a 1/1 Hasty Rabbit. And John, I'm just gonna hit you for 1.
Are you sure?
You left yourself wide open there.
I guess.
You're gonna get hopped over.
Fair enough. Whatever.
And then I'll just crack the Terramorphic Expanse, and I'll pass turn while I go search up a mountain, because that's the only basic land I got in here.
Hell yeah.
Untap, upkeep, and draw. Yeah, we'll just go ahead and give up the shindig already. We're going to cast a Slime Against Humanity.
Fun.
So that can have any number of cards named Slime Against Humanity, and whenever I cast it, I create a 0/0 ooze with trample and put X/1/1 counters on it, where X is 2 plus the number of cards you own in exile and your graveyard that are oozes or Slime Against Humanity. So where Alundo puts stuff in exile, it counts the exile and the graveyard.
Yeah, that's
To
cool.
the deck. So, all right, so I'll make a little old 2/2, and let's go with this little buddy. And I'll pass my turn.
Untap and draw. I'll go ahead and just play a command beacon. I'll just go ahead and tap 2 and get this on the field. I'll just play a Swift Foot Boots, and then I'll enter.
Okay, I will untap, remove this here stun counter, and draw for turn. Okay, I'm gonna play this mountain. It's my land for turn. I'm going to get a blocker out because apparently I have to. Everybody's gonna sing at me. Baral and
You are the threat.
Karizev. So I'm gonna pay 5 life and do the thing again.
And get another one.
I hope not, but we'll see, huh? It's 2 this time. That's like ideal. I'll go get 2 basic lands, and they will come in tapped. And I will pass the turn.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and untap. Okay. Like this here mountain. Then I'm going to tap for 3 for a Strixhaven Stadium. So it's one you might not see often. It's a mana rock that when I tap, I put a point counter on it. And then whenever a creature deals damage to me, I reduce the number of point counters for each creature. Whenever I deal damage to someone else, I add point counters. And if I ever get to 10, then I blow that player out of the game and they lose the game.
Okay. Cool.
You know, fun stuff. Then for 0, I'm going to play this Bonesaw. I will tap my Stadium for 1 mana. And put 1 point on it. In order to equip Bonesaw to my Rabbit. So it's now a 2/1 with haste. And I'm going to go and swing at Zach for 2.
Right?
And then when it deals damage, I get to put another point on the Stadium, bringing it to 2. Then I'll pass turn.
Okey-doke. Let's use the chip to look here. Looks like we're going to pay 5 life.
Hell yeah. That is the way, man.
5. And then we roll a d6. And 1.
Hell yeah.
So I search for 1 basic tapped with a stun counter on it. Oh yeah. That. Go ahead. I think what I would like to do actually is look at the top. That's a cool part. I'm gonna pay 3 and equip the reality chip onto the ooze. And then go to combat, and I believe we'll come at you for the 2/2.
A 2/2 I will take. And then I will lose a point on my Stadium.
And that'll be it for me. I'll pass.
Play a reading pool. Now I'll take the 2. Then I will tap 1 red and 3 mana to play Stormcount Artist.
Ooh, nice.
That's a good one.
And then I will pass the turn for right now.
Okay, I will untap and draw for turn. That is a cool card. I like it. Okay. Tap 3 for a Lapis Orb of Dragon Kind. So adds blue, but if I use it to cast a dragon, I get to scry 2. But that is it. I am just going to pass the turn.
Fair enough.
Nothing crazy here.
All right, let's on that.
Slow and
Turn.
steady.
Play a mountain for turn. Yeah, tap for 3. I'll bring out Valduck, Keeper of the Flame.
Yeah, sure.
Sure indeed. I'm gonna tap my stadium for 1 colorless, which will put a point on it. I'm up to 2. In order to move my Bonesaw onto my Valduck. And then I'm going to tap for a red to reconfigure my Rabbit Battery and also attach it to Valduck. So it is currently a 5/3 with haste.
Sure.
Going to combat, it'll trigger. So because I have 2 equipment on it, it's going to make 2 3/1 elementals that have haste and trample that go away on my instep. I'll doodle something better here in a second, but that'd be them. And there's 2 of them. Okay, then I will go to well, I'm in combat. So then, Josh, I'm gonna swing at you with Valduck. So that's 5/3 coming at you. Zach, I'm gonna swing at you with my 2 3/1s with trample.
Interesting.
Alright, I'll take 6.
Okay. Okay, so that's 3 creatures that did damage. I'm gonna put 3 counters on this, going up to 5. And I will go to my instep, and both of my 3/1s will vanish. And I'll pass turn.
Okey-doke. Untap. That'll go away. And draw. Look here. Ooh. You don't say. So as long as the reality chip is attached to a creature, I can play lands and cast spells from the top of my library. So I'm going to tap this island to cast this Soul Ring.
Yeah, that's good. It's really good.
Yep. And then tap Soul Ring and a green for a Branching Evolution.
I will respond to that. I'm going to tap 2 for a remand. So it's just going to get put back into your hand.
Back in
and
my
I
hand.
will draw. And then I'll create a monkey. Create a 2/1 Ragavan token. That is. So I'll find proper red token because I have.
And that is going to be my turn.
Alright. I'll untap. Draw. Then I will do this. I will play a Stomping Ground. I'll go ahead and take 2 life. Then I will do this. I'll tap 1 blue, 1 red, and play Invasion of Kaladesh. As the siege enters, choose an opponent to protect it. You and others can attack it. When it's defeated, exile it and cast it transformed. So whenever Invasion of Kaladesh enters the battlefield, create a 1/1 colorless Thopter artifact creature with flying. Then, just to go ahead and get this out the way, I'll tap 1 blue and the Mox Lantern as a green, and play Combine Crossless. So tokens I have flying. I'll go ahead and get a Thopter out.
So who is defending the battle?
It will be Why not? Why not you?
Sure. Which battle is it again?
Kaladesh.
Kaladesh.
All right. Then, you know what? Sleeve card.
Or
If I swing this 2 at you, you won't be able to block it, will you?
No, but my fury knows no bounds on the crackback.
Well, you hit me, so I'm gonna hit you with 2.
All right.
what's the new
Fair
name
enough.
of Kaladesh? What is it? It's shit.
Oh yeah, I don't remember.
Damn it.
I'm gonna take the 2, and I'm going to drop down to 4 points on my stadium.
Isn't that storm kiln bigger than that? It's bigger for each artifact, right?
Oh yeah, it does.
Oh yeah. So
It's
one more.
2-0. Well, there's a Thopter, Combine Chrysalis, and a land.
Oh. Yeah, how many artifacts do you have, Zach?
Oh
Inclu-
shoot.
Including lands.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay, no, okay. So land, just the artifact lands.
Oh, artifact lands. Okay.
Yeah.
1, just 1.
Okay.
That's that Tangleful Bridge.
Okay, so you have the Thopter, that land, Chrysalis,
Chrysalis.
and then what's the card by the invasion? Oh, the boots.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
boots.
so
Yeah, so +4.
yeah.
Word.
32.
Oh shoot, I forgot all about that. Sorry about that, guys.
Yeah.
Good.
All right. You got anything else,
Yep,
bud?
No, I'll go ahead and yeah, I'll end turn. I can't
Okay.
really equip nothing then.
All right. I will untap and draw. Okay. Yeah, I guess why not? Nothing to it but to do it, right? I'm gonna tap 5 for Niv Mizzet Visionary. So I used Lapis Orb, so I get to scry 2. I will leave that how it is on the top. Wait, I'll put on the bottom one. Leave that one on the top. Okay. With that, I will just be pass. Actually, I'm going to. Yeah, I'll just pass. Why not? Let's just keep it simple.
Simple it is.
Yeah,
Alright, I will untap. Let's keep it simple, John.
that's what I
I'm
said.
going to go Evolving the Wilds. It's my land for turn.
You know, that actually taps for mana because of your Mox Lantern.
It does, but I'm going to use it to thin my deck, I think, instead.
Fair enough.
But I will tap for 3 and a red. And tapping my stadium will put a point counter back on it, bring it up to 5. We're going to use that to cast an Outpost Siege. So I'm going to choose Dragons as my mode, which is whenever a creature I control leaves the battlefield, it deals 1 damage to any target.
Seems pretty good.
Yeah. Next, I'm going to go to combat,
Mm-hmm.
which will produce 2 of my elementals.
Yeah.
Josh, I think I'm going to swing at you with both 3/1 elementals. Trample Haste.
Alright. No blocks for me. Taking 6.
Alright, so that's 2 creatures that dealt damage. That's going to bring my stadium up to 7 points.
A lot of points there, buddy.
No. Second main phase, I'm going to tap my Mox Lantern for a Wayfarer's Bauble. I'll just tuck right there.
That's pretty good.
I'll crack my Evolving Wilds. I'll go search for that at my end of turn. And then I will go to end my turn. My 2 elementals will go away. When they leave the battlefield, that's going to trigger my Outpost Siege to do 2 damage. Like, 2 instances of 1 damage, but I'm going to target both at the Stormkiln Artist. So it's 2 damage coming at the Stormkiln Artist.
So
And then after that, I will pass turn.
Yeah, Stormcone will die. Yeah.
Tap. And draw. Click top. We'll go ahead and play this island for turn. Tap 4 and cast Alundo.
Okay.
It's here. That's what I'm doing now. Try the same thing last turn for this branching evolution.
Yeah, no responses.
And I will pass the turn from there.
Okay. I will play a Rejuvenating Springs. Then I will tap 1 green, blue, red. 1, 2. And I'll play Gimbal. Alright. Then let's see what I could do here now.
Okay.
You know what? I'm just gonna go skip battle phase, go to my end step.
Mhm.
So I'll just go ahead and create me 2. No, it was just 1. Yep, 1. Right.
Okay. Cool.
And then I'll end turn. So yeah.
Alright. Tipty tap.
I mean,
I will draw for turn. I didn't know what that was. Okay. So here is the deal. I'm going to tap 3 for a Coruscation Mage with the Offspring cost. So I will have 2. And then I'm going to tap a single red for a Twin Inferno. I'm going to choose to copy the next instant or sorcery. I can choose new targets, so you will each take 2 damage from the Coruscation Mages. And then I will draw 2 cards for each of you, so I'll draw 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, I didn't draw a single land in all of that, actually. It's as crazy as it is. Alright. And then I'm going to tap for the adventure side of Young Red Dragon, so it'll be copied, so I'll create 2 treasure tokens, and you will each get dinged again for 2, and I will draw another 6. So I will have 2 treasures, and draw 6 more cards. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 5, and 6. Okay, I did get a land that time. So play land for turn. Is there anything else I want to do? I think I might. It's kind of a dick move, though.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It's. So let's see here. I'm going to tap that for blue. I'm going to cast Witness Protection on Volduck. So he
That
becomes.
is a dick move.
I know. That's what I said. But everyone will take 2 again from the Coruscation Mages, and I will draw 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And then to even out the love, I'm going to, oh my god, cast Unable to Scream, targeting Gimbal. So Gimbal will become a toy with no abilities, with 0-2 power toughness.
Well, that's nice. That
And
rolls my whole deck.
it's face down. So yeah, but that will deal another 2 damage, and I'll draw 6 cards. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Oh my god. Alright. This is the last thing I'm doing, I promise. And then I'm gonna pass turn. And then I will understand that I am indeed the threat, and I need to die. I'm gonna tap 1 for Bolt Wave. So it's gonna it's gonna deal 3 to each of you, and you'll get dealt another 2. But after that, I will draw 15 cards and out in my deck.
Holy shit.
See, my deck can do things sometimes.
Yeah.
I have repercussion in here, and that's like a really cool way to like kill everyone with like my damage doublers and stuff. It's sick.
So you have 2 treasure?
I do indeed have 2 treasure. That is correct.
Alright, I'm gonna play a mountain for turn. Tap my Strixhaven Stadium. 1 colorless. Then that 1 colorless and 2 more. I'll play War Cadence. It's just an enchantment. I can pay X in red. And it's almost like a reverse Ghostly Prison, so you cannot block unless you pay whatever I pay into X on that turn.
Oh, that's
Okay.
cool.
Per creature. Per creature.
Okay.
I'm gonna dump 2 into War Cadence, so X is equal to 1, so you'd have to pay 1 for anything you want to block.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna throw my legitimate businessman at you, John. So 1/1, 2/2, 3/2. I'm at you.
So 3 damage. I can block
3
it
damage.
if I pay
you can block
1
it.
mana.
Yeah, you'd have to pay 1 mana per creature you want to block with.
I mean, sure. I'll take 3 damage.
Okay.
3 commander
And then that will
damage.
move my stadium up to 9. Second main phase, I'm just going to tap these 2 to sack my Wayfarer's Bauble, and then I will pass the turn while I go dig up a land.
Okie dokie. Let's do some stuff. Now, I'm going to tap a Lundo. I'm going to draw a card. And then I'm going to place into exile a Slime Against Humanity with 3 time counters on it.
Sick.
2 and green. Cast a Slime Against Humanity. So X is 2, 3, 4, which is going to be doubled to 8.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll make an 8/8. And then. Why not? We'll cast 1 more.
Sure.
3, 4, 5. So I'll make a 10/10. I think I'm just going to pass the turn there.
Draw. Alrighty. I'll just play a forest. And I guess I'll tap a blue, then 1 and 2. And I'll play March of Progress. Choose target artifact creature you control. For each creature chosen this way, create a token that's a copy of it. I guess I'll copy my Gremlin. So that would be another 2/2 Gremlin. I'm gonna come at you with 1 in the air. And then John, I'm gonna come at you with 2 in the air. Because this is all my token creatures have flying.
I have a 5/5 flyer.
Oh yeah, never mind. Yeah, so I'll just take.
You could send more creatures at Corey and then get his.
Oh yeah, that'll get his counter down, won't it?
Even though you know I'm targeting you, John.
Yeah. Like, that's cool.
You do have scary stuff that you're gonna do.
Yeah.
Sure.
I need to get some.
I do have scary things I can do. About whether or not I want to do them.
Well, Corey, I'm still gonna throw 1 at you in the air just so I can say I did something.
Alright, I'll take the 1. And I will go down to 8 points.
And then I will end turn.
I will untap. Alright. So, like I said, usually this deck doesn't do much. But, I don't know, today it's showing its ass, so I'll draw. I will play land for turn. I'm going to tap 1. See, the thing is, like, I don't know if I can play through my turn without killing you guys. I'm gonna tap 1 for Soul Ring, so you'll each take 2. And I will draw 6. Where did I put that stupid dragon? Oh, there it is. Okay, that's actually on an adventure over there. That's everybody's left at. Alright. I'm gonna tap a blue. I'm gonna cast the adventure side of Scalding Viper. Steam Clean, return target non-land permanent to its owner's hand. I'm gonna choose the big token you have over there, the 10-10, Josh. Everybody will take 2. I'll draw 6 more. 1, 2, 3. All right. How do you guys want to go to game 2, or?
I say yes because my deck hasn't done.
I'll play a different deck because I'll show you guys what I can do here. 1, 2, 3, 2, and 1 for Fiery Emancipation, and then I can.
We take 2 off of that.
Yeah. Yes, it's a cast. So you guys would take 2, and then I can cast a bunch of things here. I have this. I could do 1, 2, and 3 for Repercussion, and then I can. Oh, where are you? Sack a treasure for a Tectonic Hazard, which would deal 1 damage to each opponent, each creature they control. I think that's enough to kill you guys. So, yeah. I will not play this deck again. I got to do the thing that makes me happy. The last 2 times I've played this deck, it didn't do anything this crazy, so.
Nope.
But I'm excited to see that it has potential.
That's tough.
Yeah. I've got all the other Niv Mizzets in here. I could kind of go, like, it goes infinite with itself, but I promised I wouldn't do that, so